Hey guys, it's Star the Flippin' Hippo. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel at Flippin' Hippos. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite things, social media. So while we were at eBay Open in Vegas, we were lucky enough that we got to attend 2 workshops on social media. They kind of went hand in hand. The first one was more of a beginner's kind of workshop, and the second one was like a follow-up, more in depth. They were both presented by the same 2 presenters, and they were, like I said, they were kind of like hand in hand. If you took both, that was great. I wouldn't have wanted to take one and not the other. We went the first day to the very first workshop for the first one, and then the very first one for the second one. From what I understand, the room filled up for both, and people were being turned away at the door. We were lucky enough, we showed up early to both and got a seat. These 2 workshops were in high demand at the conference. Everybody wanted to sit in on these, everybody wanted to see these, and the rooms filled up really quick. There were like people standing in the back, they were turning people away at the doors. So I am very grateful that we were able to find seats. I'm glad that we went early, and I'm excited to share with you what we learned. So today I'm going to just show you the first workshop, and then tomorrow I'll be back again to show you the second one. Like I said, they kind of go hand in hand. The presenter, she was great. So let's just delve into it. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you now and show you the slides and kind of talk to you about what we learned from Tracy. Okay, so as you can see, the first one was called Social Media, Setting Up Your Presence. And this workshop kind of focused on how to get on social media and set up your presence initially, gather followers, and just learn how to be on social media. This was presented by Tracy Lee Davis. She's an online marketing consultant, and it was also co-presented by Doug Smith, who's an eBay community tech manager. This is Tracy. She owns a company called Zing Pop Social Media. She is a marketing consultant. She is amazing at what she does. She knows her social media inside and out. And this is what she does for a living. She owns this small social media company, and she helps other entrepreneurs and small businesses with their social media presences and marketing on social media. So this is all of her information. I would 100% tell you guys that I absolutely recommend you following her on Instagram. If anything else, at least follow her on Instagram. She's very active on there. She does offer like packages for entrepreneurs and small businesses as far as helping them with their social media, all the way down to a free package that she has where you get like 1 free seminar and some extras. So go ahead and follow her, get her information, and maybe sign up for at least her free stuff that she offers the community. I wanted to show you this. This is Doug. He was the other presenter. Not this clown right here. That's Casey. And the other one is me. The one in the middle, that's Doug. And if you wanted to follow him, he is an eBay executive. He's really good with social media. He is on Instagram as @SnoopDoggyDoug, and he's pretty active. He does a lot of posts about eBay and stuff, so I don't know that you really want to follow him. But he was a good presenter, and he knows his social media as well. He was a great guy. As you can see here, this was at the very end of the last night at the party. Casey and I ran into him in a hallway, and he absolutely agreed that he would take a photo with us. So here are me and Casey being goofballs and grinning for the camera with Doug. But let's get back to the slideshow here. So Tracy started her workshop by telling us engagement is the new word of mouth. And in today's day and age, with the way technology is, she's 100% right. Back in the day, like in my grandfather's day, and even my parents somewhat, they used to tell you that word of mouth was the best customer representation you could get, the best advertisement you could get. I'm sure you have all heard the expression, a satisfied customer will tell 2 people, who will tell 2 people, who will tell 2 people. Well, back in the day, that was how word spread. But now we have at our fingertips, every single day on our phones, we have access to thousands of people through many different platforms. And so when you have a satisfied customer, they're not just telling 2 people, they're telling thousands of people who may tell thousands of more. So you can reach more people, but that can be a bad thing too if somebody's upset with you or gives you a negative review. I don't know where the word big came from. So this is like the breakdown of the impact of social media. 78% of people say a company's social media posts will influence their purchases. And a good example of that is, are you guys familiar with Wendy's Twitter? Wendy's Twitter account is famous for roasting people. Wendy's pretty much blasts and makes fun of Burger King, McDonald's, anyone that tweets them, they make fun of. They're just like a fun Twitter account, and that kind of encourages people to go to Wendy's over McDonald's because Wendy's social media is much more engaging and more fun. 73% of people are likely to buy from a brand that responds on social media. Again, if a restaurant or a store is very quiet on social media versus, you know, like say another one is engaging with you or reacts to your positive comments or apologizes when you tweet out that you had a bad experience, you're more likely to go back to that store or buy from that brand because they engaged with you. And then 84% of social media users they share to show their support for a cause. So there's lots of people on all the platforms using them to support their charities or their personal like GoFundMes. Sorry, I had a brain fart. So there's all kinds of reasons people use social media, and it is definitely impactful. So this was the agenda. Obviously, this is just what we're going to look at that Tracy went over with us. When you start on social media, you have to do just that. You have to just get started. When I first went on Instagram, it was overwhelming. Instagram was new to me. I was so familiar with Twitter and Facebook. I wasn't comfortable with Instagram. And I know that within the reselling community, Instagram is a very valuable tool as far as selling our stuff, but as well as connecting and networking with other resellers. So I just had to do it. You just have to do it. You just have to jump in. Get started. Your step 1 is to pick a social media site. So if you're already on Facebook, try Twitter, try Instagram, try something new. Set up your networks and announce your presence. So just start posting. Just let people know you're there. Let your friends know. Let people know, like if you're already on Facebook, let them know on Facebook that you're now on Instagram. If you have a blog, I mean, anywhere you can announce that you have a social media presence on any platform, you can go ahead and do that. And if you're totally brand new to social media, just tell your friends. Find your friends and follow or friend them, whatever platform you're on, and start creating content. Just start posting and interacting with people and engaging, and then you can eventually use it for advertising. So here we have the different platforms and the things that they allow you to do. So across the top, left to right, we have Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Snapchat, YouTube, and Periscope. And if you haven't heard of all of these, that's okay. That's fine. Facebook allows you to network, share photos, share recorded videos, and go live. Instagram also allows you to do all 4 of those. On LinkedIn, you can network, share photos, and recorded video, but you cannot go live. Twitter allows the same as LinkedIn. You can network, share photos, and share recorded videos. The same on Pinterest. You can share all 3 of those things. And on Snapchat, you can network, share photos, and do live videos, but you cannot share recorded videos. And then on YouTube, obviously, you can do recorded video and live video. And Periscope is only live video. It's a platform just for live videos. So depending on what you want to do, how you want to engage with your audience, might be how you pick what platform you want to get going on. So this is an example of a Facebook business page. They do industries. You can put photos, videos, links. If you're on Facebook, they recommend that you post at least one time a day or week. Now, the beautiful part is if you're on Facebook and Instagram, you can set your Instagram up to link to your Facebook business page. And every time you post to Instagram, it'll post to your Facebook business page. If you don't have a Facebook business page, you can still link your Instagram to your personal Facebook, and it will post your Instagram post to that as well. But I'm focusing more on the business aspect because obviously, like, I use ours for Flippin' Hippos to promote our eBay store, Posh Closet, YouTube, things like that. Facebook business pages are not hard to set up. They pretty much walk you through everything, and you can link it to your personal account to control it and who has admin privileges and such. Instagram is really good for business because it provides creative context and visual inspiration to connect with customers. Food, art, travel, fashion are on here. You can do images, hashtags, videos, and you would want to post on Instagram 2 to 3 times a day to stay active. Let's go back here and take a minute to talk about hashtags. If you're not familiar with hashtags, they seem overwhelming, but really all a hashtag is a search keyword. So if you post a photo of your dog and it's a Labrador on Instagram, you may want to hashtag Labrador, hashtag Labrador, hashtag Labrador Retriever, hashtag Labs of Instagram, hashtag Labs of Insta. It's just keywords because people can click on a hashtag and see all the posts that have ever been posted with that hashtag on it. People on Instagram can search by hashtag. So say I want to look up hamsters of Instagram, I can search for hashtag hamsters of Instagram, and I will be shown all the posts from Instagram that ever had that tag, and I can look at all the hamsters to my heart's content because they're so cute. So hashtags are really just a search word that you're adding to your posts. And you just need to get familiar with them. It's easy. Just pay attention to what other people are hashtagging. A lot of hashtags are common sense though. Like I said, if you're posting a dog, you kind of know what to hashtag, the breed, the dogs of Instagram or whatever. And then like if you're a reseller, if you're on Posh or eBay, you just pay attention to what other resellers are hashtagging. Hashtag reseller community, hashtag reseller fam, hashtag Posh Closet. Just look at what other people are putting in their hashtags and follow along. All right, so let's go to, she did a little brief talk about how to use email as social media. You can send out an email asking people to follow you, share the benefits of following you, and include all of your social links. Personally, I don't use email for our business simply because, for one, our biggest stream of income is eBay, and they want you to use their messenger system, and they frown on outside messages. And two, on Posh, they can just comment right on the items in the closet. So I'm not really like collecting people in an email and using email for our business. I don't think that's something most resellers are going to use. Okay, so if you have a website, you want to have a blog on there, and you want to have your social media, see down here, these little buttons, you want to link your social media on your website and on your blogs. So basically what you want to do is anywhere you're at, tell everybody where else you're at. So if you have a website, give them all your social media links. If you're on Instagram, share to Facebook. If you're on Facebook, there's a way on the Facebook business page to put your Instagram, your Pinterest, all those things on there. So anywhere you have a presence, you want to tell everyone else everywhere else you're at. It's that simple. Of course, you want to interact and engage. You don't want to just drop, say, 3 posts a day on Instagram and then never engage with people. People will lose interest in you. People will stop liking your stuff. You can lose followers. Not as many people will follow you. People want to follow people and like their stuff if they're interactive. They want to feel like they're following a person, I guess is what I'm trying to say. They want to interact with you. They don't just want to have you drop 3 links a day and run and never respond. Now, if you have a lot of followers and you have like 1,000 people commenting on your Instagram posts, obviously you're probably not going to have the time to sit and comment back to each person. You're busy, we get it, that's fine, but at least like it. At least, you know, like it or give it the heart. Let people know you saw their comment and you appreciate that they commented on your post. If you've got the time, respond to them, say something back, follow them back. If it's someone that's consistently liking your stuff and commenting on your stuff, do them a favor, go back and refollow them and maybe like a couple of their things. It's all about interacting and engaging. So you want people to share your stuff too, right? You want other people to see your stuff and like it and share it and show it to their friends. So you need to share things that people want to share. So what's going to make your content shareable? Anything that's useful. So in the reseller community, any tips or tricks of eBay, Posh, Mercari, reselling, thrifting, sourcing, anything like that, anything you see a lot of the resellers dropping every day on their social media, useful tips, anything like that. If it's engaging, doesn't always have to be about reselling. You can talk about, you know, going to Vegas to eBay Open or whatever. Anything that engages people. Anything that's visual. Great photographs. And that's not just, you know, photographs of life. You can share the photos of your products. And if they're great, people want to share them. And then you want to get people's emotions involved. You want to make people laugh. You want to make people cry in a good way. You know, the good, oh, that's a happy cry. Yeah, I'm not crying, you're crying kind of way. So anything that brings emotion in people makes them want to engage and share. So this was just a slide that showed images and links and things that you can share on your social media that will get people engaged with you. Again, it's images, links, and video. Those are the things that you want to be sharing. Here's a little bit more on keywords and hashtags. I already went over that with you. And then, you know, share others' content because you want to share and engage and help other people too, right? You don't just want people to share your stuff. You want to repay it, or, you know, someone you really like. So go for your target audience. Find other resellers, share stuff that they're sharing that's helpful for all of us. Similar businesses and credible sources. So, I mean, most of us, I guess, that are watching this video right now are resellers of some sort, whether we wholesale, do pallets, do thrifting, or yard sales, whether we're on eBay, Posh, or Mercari. I'm sure that most of us right now that are listening to me are resellers of some sort or have an online selling business. And so as long as we're all connected with each other, we got similar businesses, and that's kind of like what it means. And you want to make sure your sources are credible. You don't want to share information that might be wrong. You don't want to share information from maybe someone who has a reputation of being dishonest or misleading people, because like my dad used to always tell me, birds of a feather flock together. So find people that are credible, trustworthy people, transparent people, and just share. And then people will start sharing you, and before you know it, you have a social media presence that's engageable. You have great content, people are engaging with you, and now you've connected too. So it's not just about having that social media presence and getting people to like you and follow you and share you. A lot of times along the way, you make really great connections and really good friends, and that's really important, I think, especially for resellers, because we are alone so much of the time. We really need to connect with one another. We need to support one another. We need to lift each other up, and we really need to have a great community. Your content matters. Make sure that 80% of what you're posting is valuable and interesting. I try to make sure that 100% is, but you're not going to please all the people all the time, right? So when I share pictures of my hamsters, there's probably 20% of resellers that follow me that are like, oh, Star's sharing her hamsters again. This isn't interesting. Why isn't she showing me her plush that she flipped, or the haul that she did, or the thrifting that she did? And then, you know, the other 80% are probably like, oh, well, Star's sharing her hamsters again. They're a part of her life, and they're cute, and we like seeing them. So you can't please all the people all the time, but, you know, just keep in mind that you don't want to put up stuff that's going to bore 100% of the people, right? So this was a slide where she talked about doing Google Ads. Now this is good for most businesses. Personally, and this is just my opinion, y'all, personally, I would not pay Facebook for ads for what we do. I just wouldn't. I feel like eBay reaches enough people globally. I feel like Poshmark reaches enough people through shares. My sharing of my closet and other people sharing it. I don't feel like I want to spend money on Facebook to advertise the fact that I'm selling stuff on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Bonanza, what have you. I feel like those platforms work for me already. That's what we pay our fees for, right? For those platforms to work for us. And I also feel like if I'm doing my job right on social media, I'm advertising myself as well, as far as YouTube and everything else. I don't really feel like I would spend money on Facebook ads for anything that I do as a reseller. But you can if you want. It's really easy to set up. You just pick a message. You tell Facebook who you want your audience to be. I mean, like, you literally just click through all of this, if I can show you. You pick your daily budget here. You pick how many times a day you want it to share, and you can literally pick your audience down to, I want 70-year-old women in Tampa, Florida who play bingo. So it's really easy. If you have anything like you want to market, try it out, maybe like $1 a day or something. But like I said, I don't feel like we need to advertise our eBay stores or anything like that. We don't need to pay money. We're already paying for promoted listings. We're already paying our fees. We're already paying eBay to do that work for us. And here we are back at the beginning. So that was the social media setting up your presence presentation with my little spin on it. I'm almost 100% positive Tracy did a better job of presenting her own slides and her own material in a way that she set up her PowerPoint presentation to teach us. I did my best to relay everything I learned from her that day and listen to her and Doug tell us. And of course, like I said, I put my own little spin on it as far as my opinions and how I feel about social media and advertising. All right, so if you guys have any more questions, let me know in the comments down below. If you need me to clarify anything, if you want a follow-up question, anything like that, just put it down in the comments. I will answer if I can. If I can't, I will find the answer for you. Keep in mind that tomorrow I will be showing you the second presentation workshop for social media. So I might answer your question inadvertently in that video. If you enjoyed this, or you can take anything away from it, or you learned anything, let me know by smashing that like button. And if you didn't, let me know in the comments and I'll try to rectify it. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are at Flippin' Hippos. Until next time, you guys have a good night.